So you asked for it, and so I have decided to deliver. This is Dan McDonald, the Life Regenerator here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me for today's episode of the Life Regenerator Show. I've got the Fudge, and we're going to have a good time. This is the DTM original. You've never seen this before, and you'll never see it again, unless you watch the video again, and unless some imitator or duplicator tries to reinvent this magnificent and delicious DTM Fudge. What I've got here is some melted cacao butter. Okay, I take the metal pan, metal or glass will be fine. You take a couple cups of cacao butter, and we sweeten with honey. So I'm going to add about a half of a cup of honey to the 2 cups of cacao butter. You can add a little more, you can add a little less if you'd like. Next is about an equal part of the coconut oil. I'm going to add about a half of a cup of that as well. Okay? Moving right along here. Ooh, that's good skin right there. Moving right along. The next thing, so what I'm going to do, this cacao butter is warm. So now this coconut oil is going to melt and the honey's going to melt. So I'm going to let that sit there for a minute. And you can do that on the stove, but I wasn't going to be able to do that on the video here, so I just brought the nice warm pan over, and I'm going to let that honey and that coconut oil melt into the cacao butter, stir that up really well. I'll give that a couple more minutes. So we'll work now on the base of the fudge. So you want to take about 2 cups of cacao powder, and you want to take about 1 cup of carob. You can do equal parts if you'd like, if you want a little bit more carob. That's one of the secret ingredients to make this, get this texture. So I would say if I had more carob, in fact I do, so I'm going to add it, do it just right. As a matter of fact, yeah, here we go. So I'll add 2 cups of cacao powder and 2 cups of carob. That way it'll be the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, so equal parts, and thank you for transcribing this, by the way, so that everyone can get this recipe and make this at home, because this is just good stuff. Good stuff. I am going to put about a half of a cup of maca. Yummy. And it's really good for the male and female hormones and reproductive system. It also gives a nice boost in energy. It's good for stamina, good for the immune system. I'm going to put about a half of a teaspoon of sea salt, just to give it a little bit of savoriness. Next, and this is the most important ingredient, believe it or not, this is the Life Essentials. This is actually what turns it into a fudge. And it gives it the texture that makes everybody go, wow, and it melts in your mouth. So I'm going to take 2 cups of Life Essentials. There's always a link down below for that. And then what I'll do is I take the, you want to get this nice and powdered up here, so you can take your whisk and get everything broke up and stir that up really, really well. Okay? So I'm going to leave the cayenne out for now. I'm going to do 1 batch of mild and 1 batch of spicy. So what I would do if I was you at home, I would make sure this is powdered up really well. I would spend about 3 or 4 or 5 minutes just doing this right here, breaking up all the clumps. But since I'm on a video, I can move forward and it won't really, it's not going to make that big of a difference, but it's nice to have it nice and powdered up. So everything is now melted together, the honey, the cacao powder, or the cacao butter, and the coconut oil. And so here we go. Last but not least, I'll pour the butter into the, you want to get every amazing drop out of there that you can. Don't want to waste any of that stuff. And then you just stir this up, and I'll show you in a minute the amazingly, oh man, that is epic. You smell that? Anybody smell it? Can y'all smell it? Take a big whiff. We have many, many happy people. The salad dressing was epic, and the salad was great, but the chocolate here, which is going to take a few minutes to set up in the freezer, but I think I'll be able to get away with it if I can get it in the freezer real quick while everyone's still finishing up their salad. So I'm going to do one mild here, and so I'm going to scoop, if I can find a scoop, a big spoon of some sort, which I don't know. Dishwasher right there, baby, right there. Okay, so I'm just going to scoop this out and make some fudge, mild fudge. And there is number 3. So that is going to be the mild fudge. Now what I'll do is I'll put that in the freezer so that in about, 5 or 8 or 10 minutes here, it'll be fudge. And we can indulge ourselves. But the real recipe, I mean, this is, the cayenne activates the chocolate and the carob. So I just put a little dash, a little bit more. And then I'm going to stir that up. And that's the real recipe there, to be honest with you, with the cayenne. And so I'll just put that into one of these bowls here, and that's it. That is the DTM. Show us the fudge. You got it. You asked for it. You wanted it.
Thank you.
My pleasure. They asked for it here at the house. You asked for it out there on YouTube. I am here to deliver fun stuff, healthy recipes, juices. It's multi-diversified, It's really, at the end of the day, it's not about food. It's not even about health. What it really is about is love. And you'll find that that is the key to the whole thing. The best diet in the world without love, you will never be healthy. Because love is what activates the energy through the acupuncture meridian system and keeps it being alive and radiant. So whatever it is that you eat, whatever religion you've got, wherever you live, whatever your hobbies, whatever your skin color, whatever your gender, there's one thing that you can be assured of, and that is that love is the answer to your query. So thank you for giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing to these videos, sharing this video, making this recipe, enjoying your life, having fun, and I really appreciate your love and support. I will be back probably sooner than you will expect since we're on a video marathon, so the next video will be up very shortly. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.